last week on Missing Persons.
Ellen Hardy.
She in trouble again?
No, not since last time. The commission wants to put her in cold storage just in case.
Yeah, I'm looking to put her here.
Well, you're always telling me how short-handed you are. I'm offering you a good cop.
She used to be a good cop.
She still is, Ray. Just a little trigger happy.
My first choice or last resort?
You're both. You can control her.
Manny, you know there was nothing to any of those stories.
Why move Ellen into your section? Did she have another incident?
Manny thinks a change of scenery might help her get back on track. He doesn't want to lose her, thinks she's too good a cop.
That what you think too?
She used to be.
Lieutenant Ellen Hardy to see you.
Ellen, good to see you.
So, we're finally getting together.
Sit down.
Oh. Ray, they're sticking me here. Yeah, and we got history. If this is going to be any problem for you, let's forget it.
You are a good partner. I respect your work. I don't care about anyone else's version of the past. You're a good cop, Ellen.
Okay. So, you like working missing persons?
We find people. Put them back together.
That what you're supposed to do with me? Blueberry jelly donut, Connie. Chocolate, Bobby, right?
Right.
Powdered sugar, Johnny.
Thank you.
Glazed, Carlos. And croissant with apricot jam, Dan. Okay, guys, so what's the verdict? Do I pass the test?
Ellen, you are unbelievable. 1 week and you're right on the money. Sandowski's been here over a year and he still doesn't have it down.
Have what down? You're a bozo?
Don't call me a bozo.
And what, may I ask, is your favorite, Ellen?
Oh, all of them. But at my age, you might as well paste them on your thighs rather than eat the thing. Enjoy it while you can, honey.
Ellen, I think that's the lieutenant's cup.
Yeah, I know. I don't drink coffee.
You know, the lady's all right, man.
Not what I expected.
Me either.
That's the trouble with rumor and innuendo. They're often far from the truth.
Hi. Thanks.
So
what?
when?
So when what?
Ray, another week on a desk and I'm gonna die. You've had me filing everything but the toilet paper.
You've never worked a non-criminal investigation unit. You gotta learn the ropes.
I got the ropes, the strings, and every knot in the Boy Scout manual. I'm a quick study, Ray. You know that.
Okay, got one here, right up your alley. I'm giving it to Bobby. I want you to go with
A
him.
ride along. You don't think I'm qualified to solo?
What I think is I'm the lieutenant. Bobby?
Yeah.
James Kennerson, 26, white male, released on parole 3 weeks ago. Spent the last 2 years in a cage down at Joliet. Aggravated battery, assault.
Is this a parole violation?
No. Complaint was filed by his girlfriend, Sheila McInerney. They share an address. She said he hasn't been home in 4 days.
Whoa, 9 arrests and 2 convictions by age 24. This Sheila's got bad taste in men, huh?
Most women do. It's a cultural thing.
Take her with you. Kennerson's a gambler. Ellen knows that world.
That's cool, so send her. Give me another one.
Nah, I send the two of you clowns in there together. Keep you both out of trouble. Go.
Johnny. Andrew Ludwig. White male, 62, reported missing by his landlady over in Albany Park. Said he's been gone a week.
We have the rest of the picture. Whoever the woman is next to him could be a clue.
Ask the landlady, Dorothy Leon. She's the one who gave the uniform as that half picture. Connie? David Roberts, 21, lives in an apartment in Lincoln Diversity area. Mother lives up near Edgewater. Says he hasn't been back to his apartment for 10 days.
He looks really young for 21.
Anybody under 40 looks young to me. Mother waits tables in a coffee shop at Foster and Sheridan. Go talk to her.
You really think you should have sent Ellen out on the case already?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I'm your sergeant. I mean, you could have run it past me.
Carlos, you're my best friend and a little too overprotective. When I want to wear you as a flak vest, I'll let you know.
He went out Saturday afternoon, and I ain't heard a thing from him since.
Unless your boyfriend needs a seeing eye dog, I doubt if he's with another woman.
Thanks, that's nice of you to say so.
Did he say where he was going? Did he mention a name or anything?
Besides his parole officer and job interviews, he never leaves the house.
Old friends, former business associates?
Look, you know the drill. Jimmy can't go talking to those guys or he'd be in violation of parole. Jimmy wants to stay on the up and up this time. He really does. He's really sincere about it.
What kind of job is he looking for?
Anything that pay him a decent salary for now. I mean, we make money from my nail salon, but Jimmy wants to feel like he's pulling his own weight, you know? He financed his place, so he gets half of the money we make. It's just really hard for Jimmy. It's like you get out of jail, nobody wants to take a gamble on you.
Gamble. That's an interesting choice of words.
Jimmy ain't running book no more. He ain't never gonna do that again.
Anybody ticked off at him enough, they might want to whack him.
As far as I can see, it's you good guys, not the bad guys that got it in for Jimmy.
Mrs. Roberts, you told the officers doing a preliminary that your son's been missing for 10 days, not 3 years.
No, he hasn't been missing for 3 years. I've been trying to catch up with him for 3 years. I thought I had. I found the apartment. He's been living in here, but no one has seen him for 10 days.
Well, maybe he's just off on vacation or business or something. Why do you think he's missing?
Well, it could be a lot of different things, but it's 10 days. I'm worried. That's why I called you. Can't you just go and take a look? They won't let me into his apartment.
3 years ago when he left, did you report him as runaway or file a missing persons report or?
He didn't run away. His father threw him out.
Oh. Oh. You want to tell me about that?
It was something I should have seen coming, but I didn't want to. My husband is the manager of our town in Oregon. It's a small town with small town attitudes, small town morals, small town gossip. We'd been hearing some rumors about David, and one day my husband decided to just put it to him. He asked him flat out if he was gay. David admitted he was. And they got into a terrible fight. I just stood there, watching my husband scream at him. David sobbing, crying like when he was a little boy. I wanted to hold him, but I didn't. My husband told him to get out of the house, out of town, out of our lives. And I just let him go.
I'm sorry for you.
I'm sorry for David. He probably thinks that nobody loves him, and I want to tell him that's not the truth.
After 3 years, how did you trace him to Chicago?
Well, after he left, I thought he'd come back, or at least call, but he didn't. So, behind my husband's back, I hired a private detective. He told me that David was in San Francisco, so I drove down there, but I couldn't find him. My husband told me to either come back right then or not at all. He wouldn't send me any money or nothing. "20 years of marriage. 18 years of raising a child together, and all he wanted to do was abandon both of us. David's my son, and I love him. So I got myself a job as a maid at the hotel I was staying at. I put away every penny I could, and I hired private detectives. I followed David to Southern California, Las Vegas, Nevada, Santa Fe, New Mexico, New Orleans, and then a few weeks ago I found him here in Chicago. But
Mrs. Roberts, do you think that your son knows that you're looking for him?
I don't know. I just want to see him. I'm so close. I know it. I can feel it. I mean, he must have changed in these 3 years. He's my son. I just want to see him.
Do you know where the other half of this picture is?
Sure, I cut it off.
Do you know who the other woman was?
Me? It was taken over at Tommy's piano bar. Tommy has a sort of an unofficial Lonely Hearts Club night for seniors on Wednesdays. Mr. Ludwig and I went there one evening.
Sounds like fun. Is that where you met Mr. Ludwig?
Oh, no. He answered an ad I placed about a room I wanted to let out. You know, the world's getting more and more expensive. It's hard for people living on a fixed income. All I have is my late husband's pension. Anyway, I thought it might be nice to have a man around the house. Mr. Ludwig's very respectable. He's a retired high school biology teacher. Still supervises field trips for the young people.
Well, maybe that's where he is, on a field trip. Do you know who he does these field trips for?
No, I don't, but I don't think that's where he is. The next one wasn't until next month sometime.
I'd really like to look at Mr. Ludwig's room, if I could. I might be able to find some clue to where he went.
Is that really necessary? I shouldn't really let anybody in there without his permission.
Yes, it's really necessary. Mr. Ludwig's not much of a fashion plate, is he?
Andrew believes everything worthwhile ended about 1955.
Leaves me out. I wasn't born yet. Mrs. Leon, does Mr. Ludwig really live here? It doesn't look like anybody's been in this room in about 10 years.
I clean it every day.
I mean, I don't think anyone lives in this room.
Why would I lie to you?
Morty Swartz is a small-time high roller. Got himself in trouble with a whole bunch of bookies, including Kinnerson and another guy named Victor Arangelovich.
Victor Arangelovich. Isn't that the guy they call Jelly? Jelly's supposed to be pretty heavily outfit connected.
Hey, this is Chicago. Who ain't rumored to be outfit connected?
Does that include Kennerson?
Nah, he's small potatoes. Freelancer.
Hi. Lieutenant, this is my partner, Bobby Davison.
Lieutenant?
Anyways, Kennerson called Victor Arangelovich, another small potatoes bookie, suggested they go work Swartz over and get their money. Well, Arangelovich didn't want anything to do with it, so Kennerson went and did it himself. Put Swartz in the hospital for 4 months. Now, Swartz didn't know one of these guys from the other, so he figures out who he owes the most money to and fingers Arangelovich for the beating. We go to arrest Arangelovich. He tells us about the phone call from Kennerson and offers to go state's evidence against the guy.
For free?
No. Hey, had a few little things we kind of lost the paperwork on. You know what I mean?
Arangelovich must be a little nervous about having Kennerson back out on the street.
Yeah, he called me the minute he heard he was getting out. Wanted protection. I told him if he heard from Kennerson, he should call me. He hasn't.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant. We appreciate the time.
Aside from the fact that his shirt has caused permanent eye damage, something's giving me the feeling I should be rinsing my ears out with that blue stuff they use in the toilets.
Either that or he's even more stupid than I ever gave him credit for. You know this small potatoes that Arangelovich guy he keeps talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I think he's the guy they call Jelly. If he is running one of the hottest books the outfit's got. Now, no way would he be asking Perlowski for protection.
Right, Ellen, but the bottom line is it's our job to find Kennerson, no matter who this Jelly guy is, all right?
Yeah, right. Harold Vinci.
Who is that?
The man is a walking encyclopedia of the gambling game in Chicago.
Tribune, please. Thanks, man.
Billy, where you been keeping yourself?
They've had me driving a desk for a while, Harold. Now they got me buried over lost and found. Here's who I'm looking for. You know him?
Yeah, Jelly's old partner.
So you think Aaron Jelovich would know how I could find Kennerson?
What I'm hearing is you'd need a shovel. I don't know who, I don't know what, I don't know why, and don't ask me. But the word on the street is that Kennerson's sucking daisy roots.
Thanks. I'll let you know when I'm leaving so you can lock up again.
Who are you?
Oh, hi. Chicago Police, missing.
I don't need your pedigree. Just wanted to know who you are.
Excuse me. Do you know David Roberts?
Seen him. I don't know him.
Have you seen him in the last 10 days?
What'd he do?
He was reported missing.
That against the law?
No. I didn't see if David had a phone. Excuse me. Do you know if David had a phone?
Bobby? Helen?
1 second, Lieutenant. I gotta make a phone call. What time will we have the information from the telephone company about Kennerson's girlfriend's phone?
They promised me before the end of the day.
Great, thanks, man.
So?
So, what?
We went through this already this morning. How's the case going?
Well, this missing person stuff's kind of fun. It's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. I could probably do this, for a few more hours before I get bored.
Find Kennerson?
No, but we're sure he's around. We'll dig something up.
How are you getting along with Bobby?
Well, we aren't engaged yet, but then we haven't had sex either.
Hey, what you need, Lieutenant?
I already got it. Go. Ellen? Dinner tonight, right?
Yeah.
Look at this. Kennerson's prison report, his telephone calls. 14 in the last 6 weeks of his stay to Aaron Jelovich. 9 of them over 10 minutes in duration.
Obviously, he wasn't listening to a busy signal.
Yeah, we gotta talk to this Mr. Jelly.
This guy smells a cop. He ain't gonna discuss the weather.
Let me introduce myself. Kingston Jamal.
Who's Kingston Jamal?
Kennerson's roommate in Joliet.
A few months ago, I probably wouldn't even have known who you were, but my new boyfriend takes me to all these art exhibits, and I've actually seen your work. It's really interesting.
I'm thrilled.
So, what kind of work does David do for you, Mr. Kamenetsky?
Call me Armand. I'll bet there aren't 2 people in Chicago who can spell both our last names correctly, Miss Karadzik. David is a very talented young man. Mostly I use him for hand tinting, airbrushing, a little bit of retouching. I'll show you.
Wow. David did these?
No, I did these. David augmented the details.
I was at his apartment and I saw some of his paintings. They're really good.
That's why I hired him. He walked in here one day with his portfolio. The work was exquisite.
Do you know him well?
I don't think anyone knows David well. Talking is not one of his talents. If it wasn't for his art, I don't think he'd be able to say anything.
I noticed that he didn't even have a phone. So, like, how do you get in touch with him when you need him to do some work for you?
Last time I needed him was 6 or 7 weeks ago. I think I have the number here. He subscribes to a service that gets in touch with him when they have a job. David may be reclusive, but he does have to eat, doesn't he?
Hold on a second. Can I help you?
Victor. Me want to see Victor.
Who are you?
A friend of Jimmy Kennison.
Look, I'll call you right back.
Your name Jelly? Jimmy tell me to contact him here when I get out.
When you get out where?
What, you idiot? Joliet.
Get out of here. I'm the ex-cons hanging around this place.
Your business partner and ex-con. He tell me to meet him here. Promise me a job.
I don't have any business partner named Jimmy Kennerson.
I share a cell with him 3 months. I know all about him and I know all about you too. Wasn't for me, some brother would have taken him out. I make a deal with him. He owes me. So you owe me.
Oh, look, I'll tell you what. I don't know what kind of crap Jimmy was feeding you on the inside, but I ain't seen him or heard from him since he went up. So give me a couple days, and I can find him. Maybe we'll both have a little talk with him.
Oh, yeah. Andy's been coming in here every 50-50 night for years. Nice kid.
50-50 night? What's that?
Well, you're over 50, all drinks are 50 cents.
No kidding.
Yeah, well, I don't make much money with it, but we have a lot of fun. Gets people in here meeting each other.
Mrs. Leon told me that she and Mr. Ludwig only came in here once.
Dorothy Leon? Oh, you must have misunderstood her. She's been in here every Wednesday night for more than a year. In fact, the last 3 or 4 Wednesday nights, as I recall, she was in here. Andrew wasn't, and she was asking everybody if they'd seen him.
Are they kind of sweet on each other?
They could be. I guess they kind of got to talking 6-8 weeks ago. I noticed them over there by the piano, yakking it up like nobody's business.
It's funny, they live in the same house and they come in here to talk.
Oh, they don't live in the same house. He lives with his married daughter and her husband and his grandson. He's always talking about taking care of his grandson.
Married daughter. No wonder I couldn't find his name in the phone book. His daughter would have a different last name. You don't happen to know what it is, do you?
No.
Hi, guys.
Hey, what's
Hi,
up?
Connie.
He lied, all right? The prison records show Kennison made 14 phone calls to the flower shop. He's saying he never heard of them.
And Harold told us they were partners.
But Pulaski said they weren't.
Berlovsky. Couldn't find his desk if his name wasn't on it.
Robert, your records on Sheila McInerney's phone call.
Thanks, man. All right. Check this out. Saturday, 12:33 p.m. A 22-minute phone call made to the flower shop. And that's a half hour before Sheila said he disappeared. So if Harold is right about him chewing daisy roots, I guess we got a pretty good idea who planted them.
Big surprise.
Right.
Where you going?
Well, I'm gonna go fill in the lieutenant, see if he wants to ship this up to homicide.
Can we talk about this for a minute?
Talk about what?
Look, Bobby, what happened here?
Kennison and Aaron Jelovich were partners. Aaron Jelovich set Kennison up. He went to prison. He came out. He wanted a piece of action, maybe a little revenge, and Jelly Pop?
Yeah, right. That is probably exactly what happened. But Jelly's about as connected as they come. Now, the minute anybody besides the two of us know about this, we might as well put it on the front page of the Tribune, and Jelly's out of here.
Ellen, this is not a crime unit.
Yeah, okay, but we don't know that there's a crime yet. We don't have any hard evidence.
I like the way you're thinking, lady. Keep on talking.
I figure we gotta find a way to flush Jelly out, get him to incriminate himself.
Well, it'd be nice if we could find a body.
Not much chance of that. These guys are pretty good at making bodies disappear.
I bet I know a way to make them think we found a body, though.
Just wait until you see what I got for dessert.
Where should I put these, Mrs. Lieutenant?
It's McAuliffe. Mrs. McAuliffe.
Cop car coming through.
What? That was a great dinner, huh, Josh? Did you say thank you?
Thank you, Mrs. McCullough.
You are welcome, Josh. So, how do you like Missing Persons so far? Oh, ask me in a couple of days. I haven't found anybody yet.
You and Bobby getting along okay, aren't you?
Oh, he's got some smarts.
Why haven't you guys found Kennerson yet? A couple of know-it-alls like you could have found Jimmy Hoffa by now.
You mean you don't know where Hoffa is? I thought everybody knew that. Anyway, we're just going through the, regular rigmarole on Kennerson. I'm thinking lover's quarrel. A guy's in jail that long, his honey's bound to make new friends, right? And you ought to see this one, Ray. The bod, hair, nails out to
You
here.
know, how about we have dessert in the living room? We spent all that money to get the chimney cleaned, and we haven't used it yet. Why don't you and Josh go in and get a fire going?
Can I, Mom?
Yes, sounds great.
Come on, big guy. Start a big fire.
Oh, he's a really neat kid.
Thanks. He loves that guy stuff.
Really cute.
Yeah, Joshy looks just like his dad.
You know, I gotta admit to you, this was all Ray's idea. But it always helps to clear the air.
But I want you to know that there is no smoke to clear. Barbara, I was already going with Chuck when Ray and I were partners.
I'm really sorry about your husband. I know how hard this must be
No,
for
you don't. Your husband's in the next room.
But Ellen, I didn't mean that. You're right. I can't pretend to know what it's like to lose a husband. But I lost my father just a little while ago, and I know how it feels to miss someone you really love.
Sometimes I just get so tired of people telling me they know how I feel. Half the time, I don't know how I feel. There's no man in my life anymore, and no father for my kid. Please, Barbara, don't take it personal.
Fine.
Okay. So, how about some girl talk, huh?
Great.
Babs?
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic lasagna.
Thank you.
What's your secret?
Mama Fiore's Takeout, 950 South Taylor Street.
Come on, Pete. It's no big deal, man. I owe you one.
How many LOEs does it take to get a round trip to Hawaii, huh?
More than you can collect in a lifetime.
All right, then I'm not interested.
How about Milwaukee?
Milwaukee?
Yeah, 2 round-trip bus tickets to Milwaukee. Come on, man.
Bobby, believe it or not, I like my job here. I want to keep it.
All right. Look, you don't have to do it. Just show me how to put the report into circulation. But it's got to come from here.
I want your word I had nothing to do with this.
You got it.
Okay. Tell me exactly what you need.
Thank you. Mrs. Roberts.
Hi.
Hi.
Did you find out anything?
Nothing concrete, but I needed to chat with you. Would you like to sit down for a minute? Hey, I bet you've never even been a customer here. How about I buy you a cup of coffee?
Oh, that'd be a treat. Lynn? So, how close to concrete did you get?
Well, I talked to somebody that David worked for, sometimes anyway.
Something artistic, right? That's what he loves.
Seems like your son is very talented.
I think he is. I went by his building again last night. Most of the people I've met here in Chicago are really nice, but his neighbors.
I was wondering, was there anyone from high school that David might have tried to contact after he left?
Not really. These last 3 years, I met a lot of people who knew David. Landlords, store clerks. But nobody who was really his friend. Sometimes I wonder if he's ever really had a friend.
Mrs. Roberts, usually when someone moves around the way that David does, there's a reason. Is there anything that you might know of that maybe you haven't told me?
What do you mean?
Well, David's either running from something or he's looking for something.
I can't stand to think of him all alone. The way the world is today, I'm so frightened for him.
I know I've asked you this before, but does David know that you're looking for him?
Why? You don't think he wants me to find him?
Mrs. Roberts, you can't tell me that you haven't considered that that could be a possibility.
Sometimes the only thing that keeps you going is believing what you want to believe.
Sugar?
It really isn't all that unusual, Jonathan. I can't tell you how many people in the past have used or attempted to use this section as their personal message service, which is, of course, against the law.
So what am I supposed to do? Go slap the cuffs on this old lady and read her rights?
Nah, just go find the old guy, make sure he's all right, then just kind of give her a little talking to. And cuff her and book her.
We once had a woman who thought we were Western Union. She had a son who was a street person. Whenever she wanted to get a message to him, she'd report him missing. We had an investigator here at the time named Zerwin. I felt sorry for her. He used to keep tabs on the son just so we could get his messages to her.
Johnny, here. These got mixed up in my morning files. Pension records from the teachers union on Andrew Ludwig. Let me know when you get it closed out. I got another case for you.
Thanks.
Guess what we got ahead of us this morning?
Paperwork, my favorite thing.
Victor.
What do you want?
A job.
Told you I'd call you if I talked to Kennerson, didn't I?
Something giving me the feeling nobody gonna be talking to Jimmy ever again. City section, page 3. Take a look. Last night, a body was brought into the morgue. John Doe. The description matched Jimmy down to the tattoo under the arm. You see the cause of death? Classified, due to a homicide investigation. That's why you got to hire me, man. Nobody was ever found if I did the job.
I'm in a flower business. The only thing I do with dead people is, make a funeral wreath.
You make one for Jimmy?
No. But if you're not out of here in about 10 seconds, I'm gonna be making one for you.
I think he bought it. If he's gonna move, it's gonna be soon.
Good. Because I hate waiting.
Yeah, me too. So you heard any good jokes lately?
Yeah. Have you heard the one about how many cops it takes to screw in a light bulb?
Nah.
You ain't gonna hear it today. He's on the move.
All right, look, you take the point first, and we'll keep trading off so he doesn't make us, all right?
Great.
Morning, Constance.
Hello.
I'll get the trace started immediately.
Hello? David Roberts. Oh, thanks for calling. I really appreciate you returning my call. I got your number from Armin Kamenescu. He thinks you're very talented.
Well, it's very nice of him to say. Were you thinking of some airbrushing or some hand tinting to be done?
No, David, I don't have any work for you. Your mother has been...
My mother? As far as I'm concerned, my mother is dead. My father is dead. I don't have a father or a mother. They didn't want me, and I don't want them.
David. David?
Got it.
Got it.
Payphone 663 West Pine Grove.
That's his apartment building.
She did what?
She reported you missing.
She called the police?
Yes, sir. That's what she did.
I thought she didn't really like me. Didn't want to see me. She was supposed to call. We were supposed to have a date. When I didn't hear from her, I never even went back to Tommy's. I was afraid to run into her. I thought it would be too uncomfortable for both of us.
Well, according to Tommy, she's been back there the last 3 50-50 nights in a row, looking for you. Seems she lost your number or something and didn't know how to get in touch with you.
She did. I don't know if you can understand, young man, what it means to someone my age to have somebody care that much about you. I've been a widower for 9 years. You have no idea how much you miss having someone smile when you walk in the room.
How would you like me to handle this, Mr. Ludwig?
I think you've done enough. I think I better do this. I better call her.
You have her number?
Sure, I looked it up. I bet I started to dial this number 100 times the past few weeks. You know, I figured if she didn't call me, it would be rude for me to call her. You know, I'm kind of out of practice with this dating stuff.
Take it from me. Flowers.
Appreciate it, all right? He's coming out of office with some guy who looks like he works here. Jelly's screaming his head off.
Can you hear what he's saying?
Nah, not a word. I think the guy's saying something about the compactor not working. They're going over to the trunk of some car.
Yeah, Kennerson's final resting place.
Jelly's putting something in the trunk.
Can you see anything?
No. He's leaving. Start the car. I got an idea.
Yeah, can I help you, lady?
Well, I hope so. Someone stole my gas cap. Do you have one of those ones with the little lock on them?
Yeah, I think I can fix you up.
Oh, good. Great. Why did you take the gas cap?
Why did they take anything?
Not only is the body in there, but there's a gun in there, too.
So, what do we do now? We didn't have a search warrant.
Well, I guess it's time for old Kingston to call in an anonymous tip. What do you say, man?
Yep.
David?
I took the food. Would have been stupid to let it go to waste.
Where'd he go?
He got away.
Got away, you make it sound like I was gonna arrest him.
You were trying to force him to do something he didn't want to do. Same thing.
All I was trying to do was tell him his mother's looking for him.
He knows she's looking for him. If he'd wanted to, he would have called her. She only left about 100 notes under his door.
Where's he been hiding, your place?
You'd hide too if you're in the kind of pain that David's in.
You know what kind of pain his mother's in?
You want to know something? When I put antiseptic on a cut, I rarely mourn for all the germs I kill.
Do you know where he went?
He wanted to tell me. I wouldn't let him.
Victor Arangelovich, you have the right to remain silent. You also have the right to an attorney if you choose to give up those rights. Anything and everything you say will be used as evidence against you. Hey, Bobby.
Hey, thanks for calling, man.
Got a tip. Go find his body. Would you believe the wallet's still in the pocket? Plug the name in the computer. Bingo. James Kennerson turns out to be one of your missing persons. As long as I'm solving your cases for you, Bobby, I figured I might as well get you down here so you could thank me yourself. Ellen, what are you doing hanging around with this ugly guy?
If I really wanted Ugly Bo, I would have asked to go to homicide.
You two know each other?
No, I never met the man.
You're gonna wish you never met me.
Mrs. Roberts. Could we go someplace and talk? A little more private. Mrs. Roberts, I talked to David this afternoon, but by the time I got to his apartment, he was gone. He's moved, and I don't know where he went.
He knew I was looking for him, didn't he? But he doesn't understand why.
I'm really sorry that you got this close, only to lose him again.
I'm gonna find him, Miss Karadzik, and tell him that I love him and that I'm sorry. And that I'm sorry about his father. I am gonna find my son.
I think you will, Mrs. Roberts. And I hope that when you do, that the two of you can work things out. David's very lucky to have someone like you for his mom.
Thank you.
Can I give you a place to start? I have the number of the last man who worked for me.
Okay.
It's a good place to start.
I'll get by as long as I have you. Though there be
You guys having fun?
Yes. Thanks to you, Mr. Sandowski. Look what Andrew gave me. Isn't it beautiful?
A beautiful woman should always have beautiful flowers.
Mrs. Leon, could I have a private word with you? It's some unfinished police business.
Why don't I just wander off a couple of minutes? Give you some privacy.
Don't wander too far, Andrew.
My sergeant wanted me to arrest you for your misuse of the police department, but I talked him out of it. So if you ever do anything like that again, it's gonna be on my head.
Oh, Mr. Sandowski, are you married?
No.
I have a niece who is so cute. Wait, let me show you her picture.
Ooh, the look on Jelly's face. I'll never forget that look. The man didn't know whether to laugh or cry or something in between.
Congratulations, partner. Your first time out, and you nail yourself a murderer.
I've ordered champagne, Robert. I put it on your credit card.
Yeah, right. You couldn't get a glass of water on my credit card, trust me. Where's the lieutenant?
He had to go upstairs to internal affairs about something.
Hey, it's all over the building. You guys helped put away some big outfit guy, huh?
Congratulations.
Yeah, guess I'm not a virgin anymore.
Bobby? Is that you?
Well, it looks like me, but it wasn't. I never made a night deposit in my life. What's this all about?
They have the deposit receipt, Bobby. It's been verified as your handwriting.
$10,000? Lieutenant, I didn't deposit no $10,000 in my account last night.
What about this?
It's an evidence receipt. I didn't take no gun out of the evidence room, Lieutenant. What the hell is this all about?
Viktor Angelevich's attorney has filed a charge stating that you were paid to falsify evidence against his client.
What?
They claim that you were paid $10,000 to create a connection between Arangelovich and Kennerson. They claim that you were involved in hiding Kennerson's body at a location known to be frequented by Arangelovich. They also claim that you removed the 9mm weapon from the evidence room and placed it at the
I don't care what they claim, Lieutenant!
Sit up, shut up. Shut up. Sit down and listen. They have enough hard evidence to put you in prison for a long time. So just tell me the truth, Bobby. Look me straight in the eyes and tell me the truth. You tell me you didn't do it, I'll go to the wall for you.
I didn't do it.
Okay. Just keep your mouth shut. Get yourself a good lawyer and anything you need. Just ask.
Investigator Robert Davison?
Yes.
Sorry to ask you this, but can I have your star on your gun, please? You're being relieved of all police duties pending an internal affairs investigation. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. If you give up this right, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.